know, Abraham was about 98 years old when God had told him that, hey, Abraham, you're going to bear a son. And Abraham laughed at that idea, basically doubting God at that moment, saying, oh, God, come on, I'm very old. How do you expect me to have a child? But you see, that's funny because it happened. He named the child Isaac. Isaac means laughter in Hebrew. Why? Because Abraham laughed at the fact that God could do something as great as this. But you see, that moment of doubt and many other moments before that did not deplete the fact that Abraham is still called the father of faith. We can take King David, for example. King David, he had committed I'm talking mass murder in all of his warfare and battles. And worst of all, he had slept with someone behind his wife's back. He basically committed the act of adultery, lust. But he was still called the man after God's own heart. Now, the point that I'm trying to get into is not to bring up these patriarchs' nicknames just to sauce things up, but it is to ask the question, if their sins or what they did against God did not define them as something contrary, what's stopping us? What's stopping me? What's stopping you? You know what I mean? Because as far as I'm concerned, Abraham is not called the father of doubt. As far as I'm concerned, King David is not called the man behind God's heart. No. They had faith. They leaned on him instead of their own way of getting out of things. They leaned on him instead of their own methods, their own tactics. Even though they did that in the past, it still did not determine who they were in front of God and how they put their faith in him. So put your faith in God first. Enough of you trying to figure things out. Enough of you. Let's talk about Jesus. Let's talk about how he will help. You, your mind, doesn't matter. It's Jesus.